Yeah, everything we do is on BioniChaos.com. Go check it out. Let me see. We have a bunch of optical illusions and things. Yeah, we have interactive MRI simulation. Still works. Well, we haven't changed anything, so it should work. So let me know if there are any questions on this one or if you have tried it out. Yes, we have this simulator, this music generator. Hey, check it out, there's a new version of it. And updated, all new. We have MRI Synthetic Brain Generator. Check it out as well. Can show pathology. Change your resolution. Yeah, there's something there. Eigenfaces. Can capture. And then automate manually. So it's been a reconstructed face. This is called a PCA. But it's more than a PCA. It's more than principal component analysis. It's actually Eigenface simulation. Yeah, I got a bunch of illusions, and there would be more illusions coming. Yes, this is new. This is new. Go check it out. Demo. Is it doing something? Yes, it is. There's a nice, what's called Lilac Chaser. Lilac Chaser? Still index. Index HTML. Do you know anything about the Lilac Chaser illusion? Let's see if it...
Yes, the Lilac Chaser illusion is a well-known visual phenomenon. It consists of a circle of lilac-colored disks with one disk disappearing in sequence, creating the illusion of a moving gap.
Yeah, that's right. And so what parameters, how would you... what makes the illusion stronger or softer, do you think? Just a quick...
The strength of the Lilac Chaser illusion depends on several parameters. Number of disks. More disks can make the motion smoother and the afterimage effect stronger. Disk color. Lilac works well, but the contrast with the background and the afterimage color, usually green, is important.
Okay, so can we actually generate HTML code with JavaScript embedded in it that will do like a simulation for this illusion, but we want it to be interactive, so we want to be able to adjust the parameters you mentioned before. Oh, we actually have a like, thank you very much.
Sure, here's a proposed directory structure for a Lilac Chaser.
Now, can we do just a single HTML, put everything in one HTML file?
Here's a single HTML file for an interactive Lilac Chaser illusion. You can...
Okay. So we're generating the code. It doesn't actually work. We need a different background setting. Okay, so we have a lilac. Does it work for you? It doesn't work for me. Is the background important for the illusion to work? The illusion doesn't work for me at the moment. Can just do a conversational response? Is it important? Is the background meant to be white by any chance? Or it doesn't matter?
Yes, the background color is quite important for the Lilac Chaser illusion. Traditionally, the illusion uses a gray or neutral background, often light gray, not pure white or black. This helps the lilac disks and the green afterimage stand out, making the illusion much stronger. If the background is too dark, like pure black, or too light, like pure white, the color contrast can reduce the afterimage effect and make the illusion less vivid. Try changing the background to a light or medium gray. This should help the illusion pop and make the green afterimage more noticeable.
If for some reason we can't move into edit mode, but we can turn agent. Okay, so can you actually modify the code, fix the colors? Also, the speed is counterintuitive because it's actually, it should be the other way around. It should be slow when the slider all the way to the left and faster when the slider is all the way to the right. Made changes.
Made changes. The code is now updated. The background is a light gray for both the page and the canvas, which should make the illusion much stronger. The speed slider is now intuitive. Sliding left is slow, sliding right is fast.
What?
Try it out and let me know if the illusion works better.
Okay. I'll give it these two images. Okay, there's a couple of things to fix. First of all, when I'm scrolling down the page, the center cross is moving up. It should stay where it is on the canvas. Another thing is the background of the text. So where the scrollers are, the text above them is barely visible. Can we fix the colors?
The following improvements were made. The fixation cross now stays centered in the viewport, regardless of scrolling. The control panel and labels have improved.
Now the center cross should be staying in the center of the canvas, so it's always in the center of the circles, not in the center of the viewport.
Made changes. The fixation cross will now stay centered in the canvas, always at the center of the circles, regardless of scrolling or resizing.
Okay, the fixation cross is now staying in one place when I scroll, but it's not in the center of the circles. It should be in the center of the illusion canvas.
The fixation cross is now absolutely centered within the canvas area, always at the center of the circles. No JavaScript positioning is needed. It's handled by CSS.
Okay, that works really well. Keep it as is. Can we add the text at the bottom of the page explaining the illusion and how it works and what we meant to see? I'm not actually seeing it at the moment. Don't know why.
An explanatory section has been added at the bottom of the page. It describes the Lilac Chaser illusion, what you should observe, and how to use the demo. The text is styled for clarity and fits with the rest of the page. Let me know if you'd like any changes to the explanation.
I don't actually see the illusion at the moment. Is there something wrong with the colors? Are the lilac colors meant to be more faded than they are at the moment? Or they need like a white background? Something is wrong with the colors. I'm not actually seeing the illusion. Can you first explain in conversational?
Absolutely, let's talk through it. The Lilac Chaser illusion is very sensitive to color choices and contrast. For the illusion to work well, the lilac discs should be a soft, pastel purple, not too saturated or dark. The background should be a neutral light gray or white, but not too bright. The green afterimage should be vivid and stand out against the background. The lilac color should be faded enough that your eyes can easily adapt and create the green afterimage when a disc disappears. If the lilac is too strong or the background is too dark, your eyes won't generate a strong afterimage, and the Troxler fading effect, where the lilac discs disappear.
Well, yes. So do you know how to fix the colors for the illusion to actually work?
For the Lilac Chaser illusion, the most effective colors are lilac disc * a light, pastel purple such as #D8BFD8, thistle, #E6A8D7, or RGBA, 200 162, 200 0.7. The key is low saturation and high brightness. Background * pure white, #.
Okay, so can you fix the colors in the code?
Made changes. The colors have been updated for optimal effect. The background is now pure white, #FFF. The lilac disc color is now a lighter pastel, #D8BFD8. This should make the illusion much more effective. Let me know if you see the desired effect.
Hey, can you check the image attached? The colors meant to be similar to this. Also, instead of the green circle, that one circle meant to be disappearing. So it's not meant to be just turning green, it's meant to be turning background color or disappearing at all.
The simulation now matches the classic Lilac Chaser illusion. The missing disk is invisible, matches the background color, instead of turning green. The lilac color is softer and semi-transparent, similar to your attached image. This should produce the correct visual effect. Let me know if it looks right or if you want further tweaks.
This is much better. I can actually see the illusion, so that's great. So keep the code as is. However, there's still a discrepancy between the colors in the attached image. The lilac circles meant to be faded or something. Can you explain the image first?
Certainly. In the attached image, the lilac circles appear very soft and faded. This effect is achieved by using a semi-transparent lilac color with alpha less than 1, so the circles blend into the background. Applying a strong white glow or blur around each disk, which further softens the edges and makes the disks look less saturated. The background is a light gray, which helps the lilac stand out but not too starkly.
Okay, so can we actually fix the colors in the code? Okay, make the background darker or something. Did it just make the background darker?
The colors are now updated to closely match your attached image. The background is a light gray, #CCCCCC. The lilac disks are even more faded, RGBA 221, 160, 221, 0.45, and have a stronger white.
Yeah, it actually works better. We're actually thinking doing something else. I don't think we'll have time for it. We want to do another illusion. Yeah, there's actually a bunch. Yeah, I do see green. It's actually quite strong. With these settings, I mean, you will be able to play with the settings to see when is the illusion the strongest for you. Yeah, I can actually see the green circle moving when I'm looking at the middle of the screen. It's still not quite faded. There's a Wikipedia entry for this, obviously. It's also known as the Pac-Man illusion. It's working pretty well. Yeah, it should be adjusting the parameters itself. Or do we need a demo mode like with the other tools we are making? Yeah, this one has a demo tool. Do we actually need it or not? Well, considering this one is moving already, so maybe we don't need a demo. What do you think? There was another interesting one. The hybrid image thing is quite interesting. If we can do a generator for it. I wanted the whole thesis. I don't know if it's a PhD thesis or a master's. What, you need to log in to see the thesis. Okay, that's not happening. Now I was wondering if I can generate the faces as well. Yeah, there's a lot of examples. Okay, there's obviously a Wikipedia page as well. But for it, we have to actually generate the face. We'll call it Face Distortion or Face Dist or something. Okay, have you heard of the flashed face distortion effect?
Yes, I am familiar with the flashed face distortion effect.
Okay, we want a single HTML file with JavaScript in it. We want to generate the faces. So we want to generate two faces, have the cross in the middle of the screen, you know what to do. But the faces should be synthetic. So how do we go about it? Well, ideally we just make the code, but let's see.
Sure, here is the file you requested, index.html.
Okay, that's a static. Okay, that's nice as a template, but that's static. How do we actually turn it into illusion? We need some sort of slider or something.
To create the flashed face distortion illusion, you need to rapidly alternate, flash, different synthetic faces at the left and right positions while keeping the cross fixed in the center.
It generated a whole code again, did it? Okay, now it's just... and not just doing nonsense. Okay, but this is fine, but obviously the illusion doesn't work because I suspect because the faces do not look realistic. Also, there's too much flashing lights and stuff. Is that intended? Can we actually fix it? Can you explain and fix?
You're correct. The illusion works best with realistic faces and less distracting flashing. Here's why and how to fix it. Explanation. The flashed face distortion effect relies on rapid alternation of real faces with subtle differences, not cartoon faces. Synthetic faces should have more human-like proportions and less color variation. Too much color flashing or exaggerated features distract from the illusion. The background and face colors should be muted and consistent. The flashing interval should be fast enough, 100 ms, but not so fast that it becomes uncomfortable. How to fix. Make synthetic faces more human-like, use skin tone colors, symmetrical features, and subtle randomization. Reduce color flashing. Use a fixed.
Yeah, how can we generate more realistic faces?
To generate more realistic faces in JavaScript without external images or machine learning, you can add more facial features * include ears, hair, jawline, and more detailed nose/mouth shapes. Use subtle randomization * limit the range of feature variation so faces look plausible, not cartoonish. Symmetry * ensure features are symmetrical and proportioned like real faces.
Are you sure we can do it in JavaScript alone without any external libraries?
Yes, you can generate more realistic synthetic faces using only JavaScript and the HTML5 Canvas API, without external libraries. While you won't reach photorealism, you can achieve plausible, human-like faces by carefully layering shapes, using subtle randomization, and adding features like ears, hair, jawlines, and to achieve photorealistic faces for the flashed face distortion illusion, you will need to use real face images rather than synthetic drawings. This cannot be done with JavaScript canvas drawing alone. To generate photorealistic synthetic faces using diffusion models, like Stable Diffusion or similar, you need a backend, Python or Cloud API, to generate images, since these models are too large and complex to run in browser with JavaScript alone. Running a true diffusion model, like Stable Diffusion, directly in JavaScript in the browser is currently not practical for photorealistic face generation. These models are very large, hundreds of MBs to several GBs, require significant memory and compute, and depend on deep learning libraries not available natively in browsers. Why not? Diffusion models require GPU acceleration and large neural network weights. Even small versions, e.g., SDXL Turbo, TinySD, are still too big and slow for real-time browser use. There are experimental projects, e.g., ONNX.js, WebGPU, Web Stable Diffusion, but they are limited, slow, and not yet suitable for real-time photorealistic face generation. What can you do in JavaScript? You can use pre-generated images, or simple cartoon/synthetic faces, as you are doing. You can use lightweight GANs or VAEs for very simple images, but not photorealistic faces. You can call. Currently, there is no lightweight diffusion model that can generate photorealistic faces in real time, fully in browser, using only JavaScript. Even the smallest diffusion models require hundreds of megabytes of weights and significant compute, which is not practical for browser environments. WebGPU and ONNX.js projects are experimental and not yet capable of real-time, high-quality face synthesis. What is possible? You can use pre-generated images or sprites. You can use cartoon/synthetic face generation, as in your current code. You can call a cloud API, e.g., replicate, Hugging Face, from JavaScript to generate images server-side and display them in the browser. Experimental options. Some projects, e.g., Web Stable Diffusion, allow you to run diffusion models in the browser, but they are slow, require large downloads, and are not suitable for real-time face generation for illusions. Summary. You cannot currently run a lightweight diffusion model for photorealistic faces in browser with JavaScript alone. The best approach is to generate images server-side and use them in your illusion, or use cartoon/synthetic faces for a pure JS solution. If you want to experiment with web-based diffusion, I can provide links and example code for integrating with a cloud API or using experimental browser projects. Would you like to see how to call a cloud API for face generation from JavaScript?
Yeah, I'll have to continue this next time. So go check the website. We have new tools on the site. Don't forget to refresh your page. Hey, don't forget to provide your feedback, and I'll see you next time. Bye.